Hi, everybody. Welcome to Life Wisdom with Ed Langan, the place to come for practical and spiritual information to help you as you move forward along your path and life wisdom from the guides. On this spiritual talk show, we talk about everything from self-love and creating your own reality to quantum physics and what your soul wants you to know. I'm your host, Ed Langan. I am a psychic channel for ascended masters, a master life coach, a law of attraction expert, a spiritual teacher. And other than that, I'm just a regular guy, whatever that might be. So welcome. We're glad you're here. On this episode today, we're going to talk about manifesting. The first part of the show, I'm going to talk about how manifesting works and some of the common mistakes that people make and how to avoid them, and about the law of attraction. Then we're going to do an EFT tapping about allowing your desires to flow and manifest for you. And then we're going to do a vibrational booster. And I will explain to you what that is when we get to that part. So stick around. You're going to want to do that. The second part of the show, I will channel the guides to answer any questions that you may have. I do have one question that was sent ahead of time. You can send questions ahead if you can't make the broadcast, and we'll answer them for you. And then if you can make the broadcast, you can always ask a question in the live chat. And that's what we'll do in the second half. We would like to say thank you, Marge and I, and everybody at Star Nations, for everybody who is liking and sharing all of our shows and videos. We really appreciate it. And as a matter of fact, right now, what I'm going to do, if you would all be so kind as to do the same, I'm going to like it and share it right on my own phone right here that I am streaming live right now. And there we go. Perfect. Okay. Good. So I just sent that out. And again, we appreciate everybody who's liking and sharing our shows. Star Nations has lots of really wonderful shows that is a great reference for everybody. So check them out. And again, thank you from all of us at Star Nations. Good. So we're going to see who's joining us today. Marge is going to check on that and see who's there. And Pauline Brown is there. Hello, Pauline. How are you? Nice to see you. And Ellen is here. Hi, Ellen. How are you? Glad you're here. And we'll see who else is. In the meantime, Rob Kendall is there. I loved it and shared it. Deal with it. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it. Very good. And Neshi is here. Very good. Thank you, Neshi. Nice to see you. We're glad you're here. Just while we're waiting to see who else is here, I want to remind you that once a month we have a prayer and meditation group. That what we do is for 10 minutes we meditate on peace, love, harmony, and healing. And if you don't meditate, you can simply join us with a prayer. And that's wherever you are. And we all do it together and send out our energy together to try to shift and send some positive energy into the world. This month, it's going to be on Monday, July 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And it goes from 7 till 7:10. So if you can join us, that would be great. I also have a summer coaching special that's available. And if you check out my website, Marge has that up there for you to see. You can find out about the coaching special that we're doing for the summer. So it's a special deal. The magazine, Star Nations magazine, was published yesterday. And my article, Manifesting, Avoid These Two Mistakes, is in that particular issue. There we go. I lost track for a minute. In that particular issue. So it is available. It came out yesterday, so you guys can check it out. Star Nations magazine. The information will be in the comments so that you can go there and get that. starnations.org. Cool. If you're just joining in, welcome. We're glad you're here. I'm Ed Langan, the host of Life Wisdom with Ed Langan, and you are watching Life Wisdom with Ed Langan. All right, here we go. Manifesting. You ready? Birds of a feather flock together. What comes around goes around. They're all in the same boat. As you sow, so shall you reap. It takes one to know one. You ever heard any of those quotes? All of those quotes are talking about the law of attraction. They're talking about creating. They're talking about manifesting. They're talking about things that are similar coming together. Law of attraction is a foundation law of the universe. It's a building law of the universe. Our definition for law of attraction is things that are similar or the same are attracted to each other. It's a building law. It's bringing things that are of the same vibration, of the same energy, or similar energies together. Now, here's the law of attraction story that's happened to everybody. So just to give you an idea so that you know. You're thinking about your friend, you're thinking about your friend, you're thinking about your friend, the phone rings, it's your friend. Wow. No, it's law of attraction. Your energy made it to all the way wherever your friend is, whether they're nearby or on the other side of the world, and they were inspired to call you. That's the law of attraction. Things that are similar or the same are attracted to each other. You're humming your favorite song, you're humming your favorite song, you're humming your favorite song, you get in the car, and the band of your favorite song, another one of their songs is playing. So it's not the exact same song, but you still did that. Law of attraction. Things that are similar or the same are attracted to each other. That's how it works. Now, in my workshops, we start talking about manifesting, and people come to the workshops because they want to learn how to manifest things into their experience. And when I explain to them that they're manifesting 100% of the time, they're like, ooh, I don't know if I like that. Because people think about manifestation. I'm manifesting a new car. I'm manifesting a new house. I'm manifesting a new job. I'm manifesting a new partner. I'm manifesting a vacation. I'm manifesting money. Whatever it might be, they like that. Okay, I'm doing that. But when we tell them that they're manifesting 100% of the time, so everything, if they're awake, is a manifestation, they go, oh, I don't know if I like that. So we do want to let you know that you are manifesting 100% of the time. Have you heard that the universe is a mirror? Have you heard that your life is a mirror, that everything that you're putting out is being shown back to you? You're putting the energy out and it's being reflected back to you. So this picture where you see the man with the mirror of the face, everybody that you're around is somehow a match to your vibration. That's why they're around you. So when you go to the grocery store, the people that are around you are a match to your vibration. When you're driving in traffic, the people that are around you in traffic are a match to your vibration. That's why they're around you. You are manifesting 100% of the time. You're always attracting, and you're the one that's doing it. So that's a good thing. If someone else was doing it, then you wouldn't have any control, and we'd be all at the mercy of everything else. This comes up in the law of attraction workshop, and I like to explain it to people. People ask me all the time, well, can I create in someone else's reality? Can I create for somebody else? And we say, well, this is the story. Right now, I really, really like you. So if I could create in your reality, I'd give you money and cars and diamonds and vacations and whatever else that you wanted until we disagreed. Then I would give you coal and banana peels. So no one else can create in your reality, which is a good thing. So what's being reflected back to you is what you're putting out. It's the energy that you're putting out that's being reflected back to you. And we're going to talk more about that a little bit later. You are the painter of your life. And there's a beautiful picture of a man painting. Or you are the architect of your life. You are the sculptor of your life. You're the creator of your life. Everything that's happening, somehow you're a match to. The good things, the bad things, whatever it is, somehow you're a match to it. Now, bad things, that's a judgment. And some of the worst things that happen to us in the long run turn out to be the best, but while we're in the middle of them, they don't always feel so good. Here's another example. When I drive out on the highway, I see the car Teslas all the time. I really like them. I like the idea of the electric cars. I think they're cool. I like Tesla himself. And so I think it's really cool. And the other day I was out on the highway, and as I said, I usually see them. And I was thinking to myself, gee, I wonder if I'm going to see a Tesla today. And as I was thinking that, one drove right by me. That's another example of the law of attraction. I was a match to that. I was sending that energy out, and the universe reflected it back to me. So when you're manifesting, whatever you're experiencing is what you're manifesting. Now, here's an interesting thing. The average person, and I've never met an average person, the average person thinks 50 to 70,000 thoughts, you ready? A day. That's a whole lot of thinking. Now, here's the interesting part about that. Of those thoughts that you're thinking, you thought them yesterday and the day before 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 and the day before. We very rarely change what we're thinking. So if we keep thinking the same things, we're going to keep manifesting the same things. We're going to talk more about that when we do a vibrational booster a little bit later, but that's going to be important. So I want you to remember that. What about things I cannot control? Do I manifest my husband dying? I don't understand that. That's a great question, Ellen. Thank you for asking that. And you did not manifest that. That was his life's plan, his life's journey. And when we incarnate here, we have agreements with other people about roles that we're going to play in each other's lives and how long we're going to stay and what we're going to learn and what we're going to grow from that and how we're going to grow from that. But we don't know what anybody else's soul plan is or how long they plan to stay. So no, you did not manifest that. That was your husband's path. Good. Great question. Thank you. All right. The next thing that happens to us is as we move forward through time and as we get older, we rein in our desires. We stop wanting. We start being taught and start understanding that it's not okay to want, that it's not appropriate to want. Well, I'm going to change the word want to the word ask. And asking is a part of our life. It happens automatically, and we are allowed to ask. We are allowed to want. It is appropriate. For the law of attraction to work, you have to have a desire. To manifest something, you have to have a desire. If you don't, you're a success. Congratulations. You manifested exactly what you wanted. You didn't want anything. You didn't manifest anything. Excellent job. So it is okay to want. It's okay to have desires. Now, that gets taught out of us when we're fairly young. Now, my family, my experience, I was brought up Catholic, and I had 3 brothers and a sister. And sometime between October, Halloween, and Thanksgiving in the mail, we would get the Sears Wish Book, the Sears catalog. It was about as thick as a phone book. And what would happen is the whole first part of that, nobody cared about. It was all tools and clothes. But the second part was all toys. So the first challenge is we all had to share that because we didn't have iPads or anything like that. We actually had the catalogs. We all had to share it without fighting each other about that. And we would each make our list of the things that we wanted for Christmas. 5 of these, 10 of these, 3 of those, 6 of that, et cetera, et cetera. And we would go one at a time and tell our parents what we wanted for Christmas. And we would present our list. And my parents were horrified because they didn't understand the law of attraction and didn't know that we create our own reality and we create whatever we want to manifest. So their understanding was whatever the kids wanted, they were the vortex through which that came. So there was no way I was getting even a quarter of what was on my list. So they start with, well, you really haven't been that good. And they're like, you were just fighting with your brother. Well, he started it, And then they would say, and you're not doing that well in school. I'm like, well, come on, B- is passing. And the message there is that it's not appropriate to want. And you start reining that in and you start slowing that down. You're allowed to manifest anything you want. You are the architect of your life. You are creating your life. And part of it is wanting. Part of it is wanting or asking. It's the same thing. So it is appropriate to have desires. It is appropriate to ask for things. Good. I hope that makes sense. We're going very fast. Sorry about that. We're excited. We're going to slow down a little bit. So there's 3 common mistakes that people make when it comes to manifesting. And the first one is they contradict themselves. They say things like, I would really like to buy this new car, but new cars are too expensive. Or I would really like to get this particular car, but right now is not the time to buy a car. The budget's not in the budget. It's not this, it's not that. And the energy starts to move forward and then the energy crashes and burns. So the thought that they're even starting with is contradicted. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that your thought is clear and not contradicted so that the energy flows all the way through it. Otherwise, what you're doing is you're sending out a non-coherent wave. You're sending out a non-coherent energy that's just blocking itself before it even gets anywhere. I want a new car because I really like new cars. I'm excited about having a new car. I'm looking forward to being able to drive a car. I need a reliable car. I like having a car. I like the transportation. I love the new car smell. All things like that. The energy is flowing in the same direction and it's not a contradicted thought. So that's the first thing. So when you start thinking about the things that you would like, don't talk yourself into it and then talk yourself out of it. Don't start saying something and then immediately go tell somebody who you know will talk you out of it, because that's just the same thing and you'll shoot your energy in the foot. Simply tell the story of it in positive terms, not contradicted. You can literally manifest anything that you want into your experience. If you can imagine it, our time-space reality has the ability to manifest that into your experience. And the person who is in control of that is you. If you continue to flow the energy of it, if you continue to vibrate and send that frequency out into the universe, eventually it will manifest if you believe it. If you don't believe it, you're sending out an incoherent wave again, and that's not going to work. And that's part of why we contradict our desires. We sort of hope or wish or fantasize, and then we sort of talk ourselves out of it. Well, I'd really like a fancy new red car that goes really, really fast, but that's really impractical, and I don't need anything like that, and it's probably red cars get more tickets, and you talk yourself out of it. I think that's clear. I think you understand that. The second thing, and I talk about this in the Star Nations magazine July issue article, this is a mistake that people make. When Marjorie and I tell people that we teach workshops about the law of attraction, before The Secret came out, they would say to us, oh, that's that dating thing. I'm like, yeah, no, it's not a dating thing. And then after The Secret came out, now people have an understanding of the law of attraction. A lot of people have heard about it. And occasionally I get people or a person to say to me, that doesn't work. And when they say that to me, I know exactly what they're doing and why it doesn't work. So I have a question for you. If you're trying to manifest something, do you have it? What do you think? If you're trying to manifest something, do you have it? And the answer to that is no. Because if you're trying to manifest something, you don't have it. That's why you're trying. So the answer is no, you don't have it. Now, the way vibration works, the way the law of attraction works, is you have to match the frequency of what it is that you're sending out. So if you're sending out the frequency, the vibration of, I am trying to manifest this thing that I don't have, the universe is matching this thing that you don't have. It's matching you trying to manifest it. So a little bit later when we do the vibrational booster, we're going to do it from the point of view of, I already have this. That's a really big key, especially when you're manifesting. I already have this. So that you're not trying, because when you're trying, as soon as you move into trying, it's not going to work. Good. The third mistake that people make when we do a vibrational booster in the workshop, the attendees at the workshops put their stuff away and they get all set and they all get ready to do what they think is going to be a guided meditation. So they start moving into a meditative state. They're getting ready to breathe and relax and move into it that way. And manifesting and meditating are two different energies. So if you're meditating as a way to manifest, you will eventually get there. But it's like trying to run a race, hopping on one leg. Why? When we go into a meditative state, we pull ourselves up out of our bottom three chakras into our heart, or we pull ourselves all the way up out of our chakras and we pull our energy all the way out. Manifesting is in the lower three chakras. It's built into our DNA. Manifesting happens in our time-space reality automatically. So no one has to teach you how to meditate for you to manifest. As soon as you're here and as soon as you start living, you start manifesting. So it's built into our bodies, it's built into our DNA, it's built into our lower chakras. And if we're pulling ourselves up into our heart chakra or higher or out of our chakras, we're pulling ourselves out of our energy, we're pulling ourselves out of our ability to manifest easily and quickly. So you want to stay in your body. You want to stay in your lower chakras. And when we do the vibrational booster in a couple minutes, I will explain that to you again. Good. So that's, I don't necessarily want to say the basics of manifesting because we went into some more advanced principles and some of the mistakes. So that's a really good start and a really good foundation for manifesting. What we're going to do now is we're going to do the tapping, the EFT tapping, and I'm going to stick this right up on the computer here so I can look right at it and see it. If you haven't heard my explanation about EFT tapping before, EFT tapping is the emotional freedom technique. We do a tapping in every one of our shows. What it does is it riles up the energy within you. So that's why we do a negative round first. And then we do two positive rounds to help clear the energy and move the energy out of your system. There are tapping points that we use. We use 9 different points. We always start with the karate chop, which is this part of your hand right here. And this is you tap gently here. And then the other spots are the eyebrow right here, the side of the eye, under your eye. And whenever we're tapping near our eye, we're being very, very gentle. right in the middle of your lip, under your nose, the fold of your chin, collarbone. Collarbone is down an inch and out an inch. I have a big old hand. I just go like this. The next one after the collarbone is the wrist, which is about 3 fingers down here. So again, just tap the whole side of your wrist, just like that. And the top of your head, just use their hand on the top of your head like that. All right. I am going to do my best to go slow. I tend to go too quick. I will do my best to go slow. This is how it's going to work. I'm going to say the statement while we're tapping, and then you're going to repeat it back to me. And I'm going to say it a little faster when I first say it, but when we say it together, we'll say it slow. It is up on your screen so that you can follow along with us. And that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to start right here. And this tapping is for allowing your desires to manifest. So the first round is negative, and we're going to start right on the karate chop, which is right here. And here we go. Even though I have this block about allowing my desires to manifest, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So now we're all going to say that together, and we're going to do it slow. Even though I have this block about allowing my desires to manifest, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Excellent. Good. Even though I have this block about allowing manifestations, I deeply and completely love and accept myself altogether. Even though I have this block about allowing manifestations, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this block about allowing my desires to manifest, I deeply and completely love and accept myself altogether. Even though I have this block about allowing my desires to manifest, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Excellent. So we're going to start here at the beginning of the eyebrow. Why don't I get what I want? All together. Why don't I get what I want? Side of the eye. At times, I get frustrated. At times, I get frustrated. Under the eye. I get angry when things don't work out. I get angry when things don't work out. Under the nose. I did what I was told to do, even when I didn't want to. I did what I was told to do, even when I didn't want to. Chin point. I believed them and gave my power away. I believed them and gave my power away. Collarbone. I am tired of trying harder. I am tired of trying harder. Wrist right here. It feels like I'm not getting anywhere. It feels like I'm not getting anywhere. Top of the head. There has to be a better way. All together. There has to be a better way. Take a deep breath. Excellent. And that was the negative round, and it was designed to get you a little riled up, so hopefully it did. And now we're going to move the energy out. So now we're going to do 2 positive rounds. And again, we start with the karate chop right here. And we're going to say, I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. All of us together. I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself altogether. I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. One more time. I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself altogether. I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Excellent. Start at the eyebrow right here. Creative energy is available to everyone all the time. Together. Creative energy is available to everyone all the time. Side of the eye. Allowing is a feeling, and I can be in alignment with it altogether. Allowing is a feeling, and I can be in alignment with it under the I. I want to leverage the energy that creates altogether. I want to leverage the energy that creates under the nose. I am getting out of my own way. I am getting out of my own way. Chin. I'm going to focus my mind and my thoughts altogether. I am going to focus my mind and my thoughts. Collarbone. I am choosing to relax and to allow my energy to flow. I am now choosing to relax and allow my energy to flow. Wrist. My desires are flowing easily to me. My desires are flowing easily to me. Top of the head. I am right on track and everything is working out for me. Together. I am right on track and everything is working out for me. Take a deep breath. Excellent. You guys are doing great. One more positive round. Here we go. I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Together. I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself altogether. I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself altogether. I am willing and ready to change my beliefs and allow my desires to manifest, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Good. Eyebrow. Here we go. I am releasing old beliefs that no longer serve me altogether. I am releasing old beliefs that no longer serve me. Side of the eye. I am choosing to focus on, I am choosing what I am focused on. I'm sorry. I am choosing what I am focused on. There we go. Under the eye. I am worthy of all that I want. I am worthy of all that I want. Under the nose. I am choosing to stop complaining. I am choosing to stop complaining. Chin. I am paying attention to my feelings. I am paying attention to my feelings. Collarbone. I do deserve what I want. I do deserve what I want. Wrist. I am allowing more and more all of the time. I am allowing more and more all of the time. And top of the head. I am shifting and changing my beliefs altogether. I am shifting and changing my beliefs. Take a deep breath. Excellent. Great job. That definitely moves some energy. And that is obviously in there in the middle of the show for you. At the show, when the show is over, I will post that in the comments so that you guys can print it so that you can have that information. Excellent. Good. I hope you enjoyed the tapping. Marge is here, as always, doing a great job. So we'll see if anybody has any comments about the tapping. And then in a couple of minutes, we're going to do a vibrational booster. So I'm just going to wait 1 second. I'm going to remind everybody that I do have a coaching special. Why is the self-love and self-acceptance phrase included in the tapping language? I have self-esteem issues. Does that block manifestation in some way? Thank you, Susan. That is a great question. And the answer is yes, it can. You live what you believe about everything. And if you believe that you're not worthy of something, then you're going to block it from coming to you. So, language like self-esteem, self-acceptance, self-love, any of those things, as you work on that, you're allowing more. You're allowing more of your energy to flow. You are in charge of what you believe, and you can shift and change your beliefs. And as I said, as a coach, that's most of what my work is, helping people shift and change their beliefs. But yes, you certainly can change that, but your self-esteem definitely has an effect on what you're allowing to manifest in your experience. Good, great question. Thank you for asking, Susan. I appreciate it. All right. Before we do the vibrational booster, there's a couple of things I just want to quickly tell you. In the year 2001, the Cleveland Clinic got 10 people, and what they did is 5 times a week for 12 weeks, they said, what I want you to do is I want you to imagine in your mind that you're flexing this bicep. Don't actually do it. Don't lift any weights. Just in your mind, imagine that you're flexing this bicep. And at the end of the 12 weeks, we're going to take a look and see what happened. This is what happened. At the end of the 12 weeks, this bicep was 13 and a half times stronger than this one. And they maintained that difference for 3 months by simply imagining that they were flexing their arm. They actually didn't do it. They imagined that they were flexing their bicep. So that's an example of how your thoughts are creating your reality. The interesting thing about all of this, and the interesting thing about the law of attraction, is the universe can't tell the difference between you thinking about something or you actually doing it. As far as the universe is concerned, it's the exact same thing. Now, a number of years later, in 2013, the University of Texas at San Antonio, the Cleveland Clinic, the Kessler Foundation Research Center did a similar experiment. And they had people, and what they did is they had them flex the one arm again and not the other. But this time they made 3 groups. They made a control group, and they made 2 other groups. So the control group didn't do anything. And as we would figure, nothing changed. There was no gain whatsoever. The second group, what they did is what they said to them, this is what we want you to do. We want you to imagine yourself up on a movie screen, flexing your arm, use your mind and imagine that you're up on a screen and see yourself doing the flexing of your arm that way. And then the third group, they said, we want you to do it like the other group did. We want you to do it in first person and imagine yourself moving your arm. And what happened is, as I said, the control group, there was no change. There was no improvement. The second group, where they were imagining themselves up on a movie screen, there was no improvement with them either. So what that showed is when you're doing your vibrational boosters, when you're thinking about the things that you want to manifest, you have to do it from first person. So remember earlier what I said about trying. You have to already have it, you have to embody it, and you have to do it from first person, not looking at yourself walking on the beach, but being the person that's walking on the beach. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I think it does. So let's do a vibrational booster. So do not go into a meditative state. Stay where you are. And I'm going to say it from my point of view from first person, but that way you'll also hear it from your point of view from first person. I love getting up early in the morning, and I love going out to the beach, and I love when I step in the sand and it makes a whooshing sound as my foot sinks down into it, and it always surprised me how much cooler it is in the morning. And I love the feeling of the sand under my toes as I walk down to the beach. And I walk down to where the surf has packed the sand, and it's a little bit easier to walk there. And I love the cool, damp feeling under my feet. I love the way that feels. I love the smell. I love that ocean smell, that iodine smell. There's nothing like that in the world. And it just makes me feel good. It brings me joy. I love that smell. I love the sound of the surf. I'm always amazed at how much louder the surf is and how it pounds up against the shore. It really surprises me. I love walking down and sticking my feet into the water and feeling the cool water. And it's a little surprising to me is how cold it is, but that's all right. My feet are in the ocean. I'm happy. And I love when the wave comes rushing up the shore, like it's going somewhere, like it's in a hurry to get somewhere. And then I love how quickly it pulls out underneath and how my feet sink deeper into the sand as the wave goes out underneath me. And then a new one rushes up. And as the other one rushes down, my feet sink in a little bit deeper. I love that. I love looking out over the top of the ocean and seeing the golden diamonds of light dancing on the water where the sun is reflecting off of it. I love the breeze. There's always a breeze to feel at the ocean. I love that. I love the smell. I love the sounds. I love as a bird goes flying overhead and the seagulls and all the little birds running up and down the shore. I love looking at them. I love how busy they are. It makes me feel happy and connected. I love as I walk along finding a beautiful shell or a sand dollar and dropping it into my plastic bucket, and it makes that plunking sound that reminds me of when I was a kid. I just love it. It fills my heart. It makes me feel alive. I love the energy of the ocean. I love the energy of the waves. I love being there. I love the way it smells. I love the way it feels. Right now, are you at the ocean? Did you see the diamonds of light? Can you feel the sand going out from under your toes as the wave goes out? Can you see the birds? To manifest something in your experience, you have to tell the story of it. And as you tell the story of it, you are a vibrational match to it. And the universe says, you are that, you are that, you are that, and matches that and gives you that. Eventually it manifests in your experience. So we didn't pull ourselves up out of our chakras. We didn't go into a meditative state. We stayed in our body. We told the story from a non-contradicted point of view, from first person, and that's how we do it. That's how you manifest. If you will take the time to tell those stories, because you can't look at what is and get something different. You can't continue to tell the story of what is and get something different. You have to tell a different story. So that's a vibrational booster, and that's how you do it. Excellent. Manifestation. There you go. That's how you do it. I need some water. Rob was at a Great Lake. Well, that's cool. The Great Lakes are cool. They have waves there too, so that works. There is still a smell to fresh water. It's a different smell. It's a different odor, and depending on what time of year, it could be sort of an algae smell. It could be just a fresh, clean smell. The point of this is to use as much of your senses, as much of your physicality as possible. What are you seeing? What are you smelling? What are you hearing? What are you tasting if you're eating something? What, as much of your senses, what does it feel? What does the sand feel like under your toes? What does the water feel like as it comes over? I live in the Northeast, so when we go to the beach, the water's freezing cold. And that's what we feel. Excellent. All right. I do have one question so far that Ellen had sent ahead that we're going to have the guides answer for her. And I just want to let you know about the guides a little bit. The guides can be very direct and sometimes blunt. It always comes from a place of love. The more focused and the more powerful your question, the more powerful the answer from the guides. Sometimes my voice changes. You always have free will. They are not going to take away your free will. The guides will give you what you need, not necessarily what you want. And if you weren't aware, you can also send in questions at a time. So if you can't watch the live stream, you can message me with questions and we'll ask the guides and answer them. You can see them later. Or if you have questions, you can post questions right now in the live chat. Marge is here monitoring that, and we're going to get started. So just give me a second to get the guides in, and we'll answer Ellen's question that she sent ahead of time, and then we'll see if anybody else has any questions. Good. Ellen said, should I be open to a different relationship? I'm in love with someone who I feel very connected to, but seems emotionally unavailable. Is he afraid, or is he just not into me? Thank you, Ellen. We appreciate your question, and thank you for sending it in. Earlier today in our Facebook Live, we told a story of a person who Ed had spoken to and said, I keep attracting people who are emotionally unavailable. And what do I do about that? And as Ed was talking to them, they said, well, how many times have you attracted somebody who's emotionally unavailable? And the person said, 5 times. And when that comes up, the person that's emotionally unavailable is the person who's asking the question. Because remember, the universe is a mirror reflecting back to them what's happening. So, Ellen, we don't know the answer to this. Has there been other people that are emotionally unavailable, or is this the first one? And if this is the first one, it could very well be them. But if it is a repeated pattern, it may be you who is not emotionally available. So that's the first thing. The other thing that we're feeling from this person is, yes, they're afraid that they do have feelings for you, but they sort of run hot and cold, and they get in their own way, and they're afraid. We would make a list of the positive things that you would like to have in a partner and focus on that and let it be whoever that is. And if it turns out to be this person, that's fine. And if it turns out to be someone else, the important thing is that these are the things that you're looking for in a partner. These are the things that you want to match. These are someone who's kind, someone who's happy, someone who likes you, someone, etc., whatever they might be. Write those down and focus on those, and let it be whoever comes. Don't make it have to be one specific person. Excellent. Thank you, Ellen. It's a wonderful question, and we appreciate it. Pauline has a question. I would like to ask for some guidance, please, as I am feeling unsure of where I'm going in life. Thank you. All right. So when you're feeling unsure about where you're going in life, you're coming from a place of fear instead of a place of connection. Or the thought about where you're moving to or how you're moving to is bringing up fear and insecurity with you. It's making you feel uncomfortable. Remember, there are only 2 emotions, love and fear. And the question that we ask is, are you creating from love or are you creating from fear? So if the question and the thoughts about where you should be, where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be doing is bringing up negative energy, negative feelings, we would relax about that. Now, do you believe that you should be somewhere, that you should be doing something, that you're supposed to be doing something and all of that? Because those are all indoctrinated beliefs that someone else put on you. And you've probably heard us say this before. If you haven't, you are going to hear us say it often, is don't should on yourself. That's someone wagging a finger at you. You are here to experience joy. Learning and growing and growth and motion forward all happen automatically. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about being off your path. So your focus is to find the things that bring you joy. Remember the things that bring you joy, because joy is connected. And when you're connected, you're in alignment, you're in love, you're asking from love, you're in alignment with who you are, and you're moving forward towards the things that you want. So your focus, Pauline, is on what things bring you joy. And don't worry about what you should be doing, what you're supposed to be doing. Is this my path? Is this not my path, etc. And move forward that way. So your work is to reach for joy, is to reach for things that feel good. It's to reach for things that light you up, that make you happy, because that is an indication that that's in alignment with your soul, and that's where you want to move forward from. Excellent. Good. Marge is doing a great job with the questions. As always, Rob has a question. I have a question. Is it for my highest and greatest to seek a new job or move? Seek a new job and or move. What we're getting is we would seek a new job. Now, from what we've learned today about a vibrational booster, that's where we would start. Start telling the energy of what it is in your new job. How does it feel? How do you feel? Or how are the people? Now, you don't have to get real specific in the beginning because you don't know yet. You don't know who the people are. You don't know what the situation is, but start talking from a place of generally feeling good and tighten it up as you move forward so that that job manifests. You want something that's convenient. You want something that's easy to get to. You want something that pays well. You want something with people that you enjoy working with. You want something where it's fun, where it's inspiring, where it's challenging. Maybe you don't want challenging, but something that causes you to think, that helps you grow, that helps you move forward, where all these wonderful people, and start telling the story from first person of, I already have this, and let that energy fill in and let that work from there. Perfect. Great question, Rob. Thank you very much. Susan, thank you. I would like to ask for some guidance regarding a relationship I am struggling with right now. Okay. Perfect. Excellent, Susan. Thank you again for another great question. What is the purpose of a soulmate? Now, Hallmark and Disney and those companies are going to tell you that it's the two of you are in wonderful love and everything is happy and butterflies and ice cream and all that. And that's not based on reality. Your soulmate, and you have lots and lots and lots of soulmates, the job of your soulmate is to move your soul forward. That's what the job of a soulmate is. And a soulmate causes a mess at times. We don't learn when everything is smooth and fine and working out. We learn from the bumps. We learn from the mess. So when you're in a relationship that is having its ups and downs, you are learning and growing, and it's moving your soul forward. Hopefully it's making you a better person. Hopefully it's bringing up the parts of us that we've hidden and pushed away. Now, earlier you asked a question about self-esteem and self-love. The way to change your relationship starts with you. And you have to is not the right word. You want to work on loving yourself more, being kinder to yourself, being nicer to you, loving yourself first. And as you do that, you send out a different energy of love and you attract different from your partner, or you attract a new partner. So it starts within and it starts from you. It starts with loving yourself more. It starts with taking care of yourself more, doing a better job at loving yourself. The other thing that you can do is, with a vibrational booster, start talking about how your relationship is. Okay? Not the way it is now. So you can't look at reality if you're having a difficult time with your relationship and say, this is how it is. Tell the story of how you want it to be. Just like we told the story of going for a walk on the beach, tell the story of how your relationship is, that you have great communication, that you're supporting each other, that you're loving each other, that you're helping each other, and whatever else that it is that you want in the relationship. Tell it from that point of view and from, I already have this. And as you focus on that and as you hold the energy of that, your partner will either become that or will fade away and you will attract someone that is. Excellent. Another wonderful question. Great questions today. Thank you. Hi, Julie. How are you? I have some changes coming up in the next couple of weeks. Any guidance about handling these changes? Perfect. Thank you, Julie. We like that you framed it as changes and that you didn't say issues or challenges or anything, that you said changes, but we do have fear of change. We have a little fear of the unknown, so that's still, but you didn't phrase it really, really negatively, so we're good. The thing that we want you to do is remember love and fear, and do the best that you can to come from a place of love rather than a place from fear. And know that you're manifesting everything that's happening in your life. You're creating it. Now, maybe before this show, you didn't realize that. So maybe you've manifested some things that aren't the greatest. But from here forward, you can manifest anything that you want. So as these things change, they're going to create desire for you, and they're going to create more asking. And as you tell the story of walking on the beach, as you tell the story of great vacations, as you do anything that makes you feel good, the new desires will manifest into your experience. This is one of the things about manifesting that's really important, and this question brought it up, so thank you for that. Feeling good about anything will bring you everything. We're going to say that again. Feeling good about anything will bring you everything. So if you're wanting to create something and you really can't find any good feelings for creating it, tell the story of something that feels good to you, and all your energy is flowing anyway. So if you can't figure out how to tell the story of a new job that you like, then tell the story of going to the beach, even if it's at the Great Lakes. And if that makes you feel good, the energy of the new job is flowing. So feeling good about anything will bring you everything. So if a subject is too hot for you to find something that feels good about it, then just look for anything else that feels good and allow your energy to flow, which raises your vibration. And then you can go back and work on it some more, or continue to feel good. Wonderful question. Thank you very much. All right, and Marge is giving me the high sign. We're running out of time here. I don't know if we have any other questions. Very good, Jocelyn. It's not. Is it for my better good to move? And if so, is it south or north? Well, the first thing that we're hearing is south, but that's the first thing we're hearing. We would like you, with this program that we talked today about feeling good about anything and about connecting and feeling energy, what we would like you to do is get yourself into a really good feeling place. So think about something, talk about something that brings you joy, focus on the joy, and then we want you to ask your guides and see what you get for you. Okay. As we said, the first thing we heard was south, but we want you to be able to figure this out for you. So that's what we're going to ask you to do. Feeling good about anything will bring you everything, including answers from your guides. Excellent. Pauline, wow, that makes perfect sense. I understand fear. Thank you. You're welcome, Pauline. Thank you. Appreciate it. Rob Kendall, thanks. You're welcome, Rob. Thank you. Appreciate it. Margie's doing a great job as always. And I think we're good. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to remind you that I do have a coaching special for the summer. If you go to edwardlangan.com, you can sign up for that and find out about that. The Star Nations magazine came out yesterday, so check that out. I'm sure Neshi put it, or Stephanie put the information in the post there. And if there's any subjects that you would like us to do a show about, please message me and let me know, and we'll be happy to do them for you. If you live in Massachusetts, we are teaching workshops in 8 or 9 different places all over Massachusetts now, so we would love to see you at the workshops. My email is there. You can also email me, and I think that's about it. I do phone work as a coach. I can feel your energy over the phone, just like I can feel you through the TV screen here. So if you wanted to work with me, even if you don't live in Massachusetts, we can always work over the phone. So thank you, Marge. You did an amazing job as always. Thank you, Neshi. I appreciate it. Thank you to all of you who are watching and viewing and sharing and asking questions. It fills our heart, and we absolutely love it. And with that, we're going to say thank you very much. Have a great month. Light and love, and we'll see you next month. Take care. Bye.